Hey there. I'd like to talk about kind of a scary, funny story, which is an experience that I had when I was probably about 10 years old or so. My family has land in northern Wisconsin, and it's 40 acres at the end of a 3 mile dead end road. And then behind the 40 acres is about, I don't know, 1,000 acres or more of state forest land. My family predominantly uses it for deer hunting. So my dad would go out into the woods and leave markers for himself on the trees so that way when he's out in the forest and is in the marshes, he can find his way back to the cabin at the end of whatever he's doing out there. So, anyway, I am up north in northern Wisconsin with my sister, who at the time was, I think, 18, so she's about 8 years older than me. And we decided to go out and explore the forest while my dad was away from the cabin. So we go out, we're looking for moss and probably mushrooms or other animals or whatever. And we come across these markers after about 30 minutes or so. So we start to follow them, thinking that we're heading back towards the cabin. Only about an hour goes by and we're still walking. We should have definitely been back at that point. Um, at that point in time, we think, okay, well, we're probably going the wrong way. Let's try and follow the markers back. Only we then couldn't find them. So at this point, it's like 2 in the afternoon. It's sunny outside, but sun's going down in probably like 6, 7 hours. So we're starting to get a little bit worried, but there's still time. So we start heading back towards where we thought we saw the last marker. Um, Another hour or two go by, and we're starting to really panic, thinking that we might have to sleep in the forest, which is scary because there's bears and all kinds of other wildlife and stuff. But anyway, so we're starting to keep, I'm starting to get worried. My sister's trying to keep me calm and stay positive, telling jokes. We're calling for my dad at this point, and then after about another hour, we start to hear some voices calling, and I'm like, oh, that's got to be my dad. So we start screaming, telling him how he owes us new shoes after we got lost for following his markers, only to find that it was a search party that my dad had sent looking for us. So, all in all, it was a pretty terrifying nature experience, but that hasn't deterred me since I still love to get out into the outdoors and stuff. But anyway, it was kind of scary at the time. Looking back, it's pretty funny. My dad did change some of his markers, and all in all, moral of the story is don't go wandering in the forest unless you know exactly where you're going. Um, Thanks for listening.